Hello, Pokerbrandon here, and in this hand, I have Ace Queen offsuit, and this is a new game, so it's been about 2 or 3 orbits, and I opened, I would say, once an orbit, so my VPIP probably, actually maybe twice an orbit, but because I'm getting good hands. So my VPIP is probably around a little over 10%, maybe 15%, 20% actually. Because, yeah, I'm just getting a couple good hands. So I know that, and because I know that I'm probably going to get 3-bet more often now. I don't open too big here. I open to 20. Maybe sometimes on a tight table I might open a 30 or 35. But because I've been opening quite a bit, I expect 3-bets now against me. So I open a 20, and then a sort of a tight regular, I would say. He does a call, good hands, calls out of the button, and I think he could have like ace king offsuit. He's that type of guy, but he could just have a lot of Broadway suits, suited connectors, pocket pairs, and then a face I've never seen before. 3-bets out of the small blind with a $300 stack to 65. Gonna fold back to me, and I sort of, once I get 3-bet, I just look at my opponent, see if I remember who he is. I don't know him. He's a new face. It's only the second orbit, and he has not 3-bet at all for the first 2 orbits. It's only been about 15 minutes of play, 10 minutes of play. So I don't know how to judge what kind of player he is. I'm in the unknown, and being in the unknown with ace queen, I think at minimum, I have to just call this. I know that because there's a player behind me, it is a mistake sometimes to allow that player to come in. But because the player who called behind me, even though I expect him to come into the flop, I do expect him to fold sometimes. I don't think he will be glued to his hand by putting in $20. I don't think he's like 100% calling the 65 raise, even though I think he should with every hand. So I just call, and I don't 100% of the time don't expect a 4-bet from the button. So at least I know if when I call this, I will see a flop at least. So that's what I do. We go 3 ways to a jack queen 7 flop. 2 hearts on board, and the aggressor in the small blind now checks it. So when he checks it, I think players like this are going to have a lot of ace king. A lot of the time, I think it's going to be ace king or pocket 10s. I don't expect 5-5 no limit hold'em opponents to check pocket kings here. I think that's a little bit too tricky. It's a little bit too exploitative, and I don't expect them to play like GTO and check pocket kings there. I think with his stack, I expect an opponent with pocket kings to just put the money in or put some money in. When it checks to me though, I do feel like if he has a hand like pocket 10s, I don't want to scare him away. I would like a call. If he has a hand like ace king, I think I still would like a call, and I think he will call a 33% pot sized bet here. So I bet 65, and he does make the call after the button quickly folds. He does quickly make the call. Like I said in previous videos, usually a quick call is always a hand that wants to hurry up and see another card. It usually reflects showdown value, or I want to see another card. And to me, it's not usually strength. Although there are some players who can, they know that, and they will quickly call to induce you to believe it's a weak hand. So always be aware of the players you're playing when you're trying to make reads off of bet speed. Okay. So turn is a beautiful blank 4 of spades, doesn't really change anything, and then my opponent checks. So after he calls the 65, I am I am sort of like more inclined to thinking I did get him to put in another $65 call with ace king, but I'm always unsure. There are some players who can have pocket kings in the spot, and they will just be very worried of pocket jacks and pocket queens and queen jack. So because they're worried of that, they check call, and they don't even put in all the money by the river. They will gladly check the river because they're afraid of pocket queens or pocket jacks. So I don't know which opponent this is. I don't know if he's that scared nit who doesn't want to put the money in with pocket kings and he's playing it safe, because he could still have kings here to a small degree of probability. But I'm not going to worry about that. Holding ace queen, I think I just have to pay off kings if he does have it, and I have to target. And I want to target pocket tens with an $80 bet, but he doesn't call. I think that's an easy fold for pocket tens, though. I feel like if he had ace king of hearts, 100% of the time he's going to call or shove here. But if he has ace king offsuit, he still might call this. I think he might call this $80 bet on the turn to see river. But he folds. So I think it was a hand like ace king, maybe pocket tens that will always fold here. Most of the time, but I was hoping to get the call if he did have those hands, but I don't. So I'm gonna win this. But I think a good note to take from this hand is that when you're holding a top hand, top pair, top kicker type hand, and you have the position and your opponent is showing fear with checks, right? Checking it to you. I think you have to figure out a hand that you can target profitably and size your bet amounts to that type of sizing. So right here, if I put in a little more thought into it, I think what I could have done here is, instead of betting 80, maybe even just bet 65 again and sort of make an opponent with ace king feel inclined to see the river. Because ace king, if I do put my opponent on that hand, he's really only going to have 5 outs with his overcards plus 4 tens, so 9 outs. And 9 outs one time after this turn card is roughly about 20%, 18%, right? Roughly 20%. So if I give my opponent, I make my opponent, give him the option to pay a, he has about a 20% chance to win. So I give him like right about that 20% chance to pay to see the river. I think in the end, I'm still going to profit more. I'm going to profit that extra, let's say I bet 65 again into that pot, which is roughly about 5-1. I'm definitely going to make an extra 65 on this hand if I do get my opponent to put in the money. And then 80% of the time at this point, I'm going to win. So I think in the long run, I got to think, and you should also think about your long run spots, your long run profitable spots where you can profit more. So on average, if I profit another $65 in this spot, in the long run, it's going to make me a more profitable player. I think that's the key to poker, guys. It's finding ways to profit, even if it's not a lot. Profit your 10 to 15 extra big blinds in different spots, wherever you can. And I think here is a good little note where you can see that if I just size down just a little bit, maybe I can get that call, and maybe I could profit just a tiny bit more. But anyway, I'm Pokerbrandon, and what do you think of this hand? How did I play? Did I play bad? Did I play well? Am I playing too low of stakes where I don't even need to be thinking this critically and analytically about the hands? Or, am I doing something right logically? I'm Pokerbrandon, and I am out.